Hey, what is going on YouTube? What's going on everybody, man? Welcome back to the channel. How are you guys doing today, man? I hope you're doing well out there, all right? We're here with a donation request, man. We're going to be checking out Eric, BURDON, and the Animals. Okay, this one's called Sky Pilot. This is a donation request via Buy Me a Coffee. So thank you so much supporting the channel in that way. Really appreciate that. So the request states that it's over 7 minutes. That's what we've got here, and it's lyrically and musically a good tune, man. It goes under the radar, so I'm excited to check it out, man. Always excited to check out the ones that go under the radar, man. So sometimes they just don't get enough love, and there are some true gems there. Trust me. If I had you guys here sitting next to me in the room, there's music I would love to show each and every one of you, and just see what your thoughts were, and hope that I could win you over on at least one of my personal favorites, man. It's a dream to think, man, if I could sit there with any one of you and see if I can get you to like a Rage Against the Machine song, that would be a true accomplishment for me, right? I would have loved, I wish I would have thought to do that when my mom was around, man. That would have been really cool to see if she would have liked at least one of my music, but from what I knew growing up, she really didn't. She really didn't care for it, so understandable. Let's go ahead and get into this one, man. Eric BURDON and the Animals, Sky Pilot. Here we go.
He blesses the boys as they stand in line. The smell of gun grease and their bayonets they shine. He's there to help them all that he can, to make them feel wanted. He's a good holy man. Sky Pilot, Sky Pilot.
Sky Pilot sounds like a double entendre to me.
The young soldiers tells them it's all right. He knows of their fear in the forthcoming fight. Soon there'll be blood and many will die. Mothers and fathers back home they will cry. Sky Pilot, Sky.
Heavy.
He mumbles a prayer and it ends with a smile. The order is given, they move down the line, but he's still behind and he'll meditate. But it won't stop the bleeding or ease the hate. As the young men move out into the battle zone, he feels good. With God you're never alone. He feels so tired and he lays on his bed. Hopes the man will find courage in the words that he said.
Very direct with his words.
Sky Pilot, Sky Pilot, how high can you fly? You'll never reach the sky.
giving you that sound effect.
You're soldiers of God, you must understand. The fate of your country is in your young hands. May God give you strength, do your job real well. If it all was worth it, only time it will tell. In the morning they return with tears in their eyes. The stench of death drifts up to the skies. A young soldier so ill looks at the sky pilot, remembers the words, thou shalt not kill. Sky pilot, sky pilot, how high can you fly? You'll never reach the sky.
Wow.
Sky pilot, sky pilot, how high can you fly? You'll never reach the sky. 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 You'll never.
Wow. What a great song. What a great song. From the beginning, Sky Pilot didn't know what we were getting into, but as soon as the song started, I pretty much connected the dots right away. And I understood with the visuals. I thought the visuals were really good here on this, whoever made this video. So it's really a double entendre is what I got here. And what I got out of that was Sky Pilot is literally the pilots of the military right here, maybe the Air Force, any military of the world, right? You got your pilots who are literally in the sky. They're your sky pilots. But he was referencing the chaplain or your religious leader who puts their blessing on you and puts you at ease, saying, you know, kind of reinforcing in you that there is a good reason that you are going to war. There is a good reason why you're going to go take these lives. And they're making you feel at ease with your decision and making sure that you have no conflict of interest within your religious beliefs, saying you have the blessing of the Lord and Savior to go out there and commit these acts, right? So the other term for Sky Pilot is literally your religious leader telling you, you know, that you're going to be okay. And pretty much when you die, that is your Sky Pilot. They're taking you up to heaven. But he tells you you won't ever reach the sky in this song. Talking about, he goes full circle at the end of the song, talking about thou shalt not kill is part of your religious beliefs. So by going out there and committing murder and committing these acts, taking someone else's life, you have forsaken um, pretty much the commandments that you are supposed to adhere to, and that since you've broken this, you will not be going to heaven, is pretty much what I got from that. Now, I think he's just putting out a hypocrisy, a contradiction of belief in word and action. I don't think necessarily. I don't know what his belief is, so I can't say what he intended with this song. But for me, it's just saying think about it, right? Giving you something to think on, giving you something to chew on. That how can these two things coexist? How can your allegiance to your religion be telling you that you shall not be doing these things, but your steward, your representative, the person who blesses you in the name of God, can tell you that it's okay to, in this time, to go out and commit that act. That it is okay under these circumstances to go out and commit that act. Now, me, I am not, I guess, I'm not going to act like there isn't a time where defense is necessary. It is. It just is, and that's why I'm taking a class right now in philosophy, and pretty much one of our courses was talking about, can there be morality without God? Okay, and my belief is yes. My belief is yes, there can. Now, I do think there are some people who need religion to hold them accountable to not make the wrong decision, but I think there are also those who don't believe in God and don't believe in any of that stuff, who still have moral conduct and codes and a moral compass, who know right from wrong. I think innately, for most of us, we have a moral compass. I think we're born with that, just the way we're born with basic instincts of survival, fight or flight. There are just certain things that are innate within our nature, within our instincts, throughout time, and we build off those. They're building blocks, right? So it might not have all been there from the start, but there were little bits that we built upon to head in the right direction. Now, for some people, right and wrong, they're going to see it as subjective. That's fine. I'm not here to change any minds. I'm just here to say that I think innately, yes, we do know right from wrong. And there is a time where you must make a stand, and there's a time when you must defend yourself, and there is a time where unfortunately the end result is someone's life being taken. But the only other option sometimes is that you do nothing and it's your life that is taken. So as much as I respect this song and the stand that they are making, I totally understand where they're coming from. I also think, unfortunately, there are times when lives are taken and they're justified in it. But I understand completely the point that Eric is making here, and I don't think it's that. I don't think the point is that there isn't a time and a place when that should happen. I think he's just putting a spotlight and saying, think about this contradiction. How does this make sense? And maybe there's an explanation from really avid believers who are deep in their religious beliefs that can explain it better than I can. I just understand the song and I really appreciate it and I liked it. And Sky Pilot, I think that was a very clever title and use of words here in this song. So thank you so much for putting me onto this one and having me take a listen. I really appreciated that. All right, so the song was released in 1968. They got it as psychedelic rock and acid rock. So they just go on to say, hey, it's the song is a ballad slice of life story about a chaplain who blesses a body of troops just before they set out on an overnight raid or patrol, and then retires to await their return. So yeah, that was another point of it, about how he is safely in his place of shelter after pretty much hoping to make these people feel better about what they were going to do and what they had to do. So yeah, and that's no different than what world leaders do, right? They make the calls, but they don't ever have to face the sounds of war. So yeah, it's another kind of one of those things that I feel some type of way about. But either way, I really enjoyed the song once again. I totally understand the meaning here. So thank you so much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the reaction here. Thank you for tuning in and sticking here with me, man. It means a lot to me all the time. So thank you so much. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget like, subscribe, and check out the descriptions down below. If you really want to support the channel, man, maybe consider becoming a channel member here on my YouTube or my Patreon. That's another way to help me. Thank you so much. With that being said, I'm gone. I'll see you on the next one, okay? Peace.